our playground, as they say. For most human beings, it is their dream to travel the world and throw caution to the wind as they just enjoy life. Welcome, this is the Pluto Inspires. Today, we shall focus on the top 10 most dangerous places to visit. Some of these places are considered so dangerous due to various factors such as climate, inhabitants, general locations, and so on and so forth. Join us as we look into some of these locations. But before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let's get on to it, shall we? And a point to note, these rankings are in no particular order. Twende kazi. Number 1. Death Valley, California. Death Valley is a desert valley on the California and Nevada border. It is known as one of the hottest places across the world. It's commonly known for its intense heat spanning over 134 degrees Fahrenheit. Its origin can be dated back to a band of settlers lost here in the winters around 1849 to 1850. Death Valley is the 5th largest American national park and the largest in the contiguous United States. It is also larger than the states of Rhode Island and Delaware combined, and nearly as large as Puerto Rico. Death Valley is still a popular tourist attraction. A point to note is if you do find yourself in Death Valley, make sure you stick to the roads and take plenty of water with you to avoid dehydration and heat stroke. Number 2. Danakil Desert, Ethiopia. One of the most uninhabited environments in the world is the Danakil Desert in East Africa. With temperatures that regularly exceed 50 degrees Celsius or 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Luckily, it's not as hot as Death Valley. It also has volcanoes and geysers that spew toxic gas. Your physical health can take a massive hit even if you stay there for a very short period. This is amongst the weirdest places across the world. The Danakil Desert is not an easily accessible location for travel enthusiasts. However, tourists who get a chance to visit the area are advised to always stick to the guides at all times. Number 3. Everest, Nepal. It holds the record as the highest point on Earth. Mount Everest tends to attract an extreme variety of tourists. Who wants to climb to the top of the world's tallest peak? Every year, around 1,200 explorers will set off from the foot of the mountain. Unfortunately, only around half make it to the top. For the rest, it can be one of two things. As you scale the mountain, the conditions become increasingly severe. Low oxygen levels, freezing temperatures, and fatal falls are just a few of the things people here must be careful of. It is estimated that over 200 bodies still remain on the mountain, frozen where they perished. Number 4. Mount Washington, USA. Located in British Columbia, USA, the mountain has ski resorts where it also attracts hikers and climbers who want to get closer to nature and take in the stunning views. The area is plagued with high winds that stretch to speeds up to 203 miles per hour, enough to blow people away to their deaths. Visitors also need to be careful of the temperatures reaching -40 degrees Fahrenheit. The majority of accidents on Mount Washington include hypothermia episodes and visibility problems. It's termed as the world's deadliest little mountain. Number 5. Coming back closer to home, we introduce Lake Natron. Found on the border of Kenya and Tanzania, close to the eastern wing of the Great Rift Valley, this flamingo-filled paradise looks and acts a lot like a lake of fire. The lake's high level of natron, sodium carbonate dihydrate, makes its waters corrosive to human skin and eyes, sometimes reaching a pH level of over 12. Surprisingly, 2.5 million lesser flamingos call Lake Natron their home, considering that it is one of their only breeding grounds, further making the protection of the lake a priority for the climate. Number 6. Heading all the way to Brazil, let's pay a visit to Snake Island. The mysterious island is known as Ilha de Queimada Grande, is located about 25 miles off Brazil's coast. It's said no local will ever dare to walk. The island's threat comes in the form of the golden lancehead snakes, a pit viper species, and one of the world's deadliest serpents. Setting foot there is reportedly so dangerous that the Brazilian government has made it illegal for anyone to visit. Number 7. North Sentinel Island. North Sentinel Island is situated in the Andaman Islands and is considered as one of the most dangerous places to visit for world tourists. The native people of this place have been living in their traditional way and have denied all possible ways to connect with the other outer world. The tribal people living on this island are not used to outside people, and if tourists step foot on their island, they see them as a threat and indulge in acts of terrible violence. But before you carry on, have you subscribed? Well, let me give you a few seconds to just do so. Moving on to number 8. Surf's up, dudes. Let's go and catch some waves in the new Mina Beach, Florida. Helped by the warm climate, Florida's new Mina Beach is a surfer's paradise. The perfect waves attract surfers from all over the world. However, danger is lurking just beneath the waves. Florida is known as the world's shark attack capital, and New Smyrna Beach is one of the most dangerous Florida locations of all. It's also well known that sharks and surfers tend not to make a good combination. It's not that the shark thinks people are on their menu, but they mistake surfers for their usual prey, the seals. Well, regardless of the reason behind an attack, the results are unpleasant and potentially life-threatening. At number 9, let's get closer to Kenya and visit Hell's Gate National Park. This nature lover's paradise is located in Kenya on the floor of the Great Rift Valley. The park is blessed with flora and fauna bundled up together with beautiful nature trails, However, danger looms in the gorges. When it rains upstream, downstream, disaster looms. Notable movies have used these beautiful sceneries as part of their presentations. Tomb Raider is one of them. Lion King is another. Before going to number 10 on our list, please go to our comment section and give us your ideas on places you think are dangerous for tourists. And last but not least, Fraser Island, Australia. Despite the fact that Australia is home to many stunning beaches, you should absolutely stay away from this one. On Fraser Island, one of the deadliest beaches may be found. Wild dingo canines that are hostile and poisonous spiders live on the island. Not only that, but the seas close to the island are home to deadly marine species, such as sharks and poisonous jellyfish. Well, if you plan to go there, just stay safe.